Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey, and today we have an island tour. We are visiting Susan's Island, named Gigi, and guys, get ready for cozy, quaint, cuteness, everything that you need in a very small town. I love it. I love this town. I love it so much. I love the spacing. I love the layout. I love the way things are so close together. I love that it's just an evolving town and she's continued to build this. And guys, I know many of you need this tour because not everybody can do a big island. Not everybody can do big towns, big bills. So guys, today we're bringing you Susan's Island, where I know you're gonna get inspired, you're gonna get inspiration to continue to build your small town. So welcome to Gigi's Island. And guys, already as we step out, I love everything that I'm seeing, especially as after you walk out of the town hall, you get this magnificent view of the ocean with the pier, the sailboat, and it's just breathtaking. I love it. I love town halls right now that are having the ocean look. It's just it just really gives you that feel. But look at this. Look, as we walk towards the pier and we look back to the town, look how this looks already. And you can see already a lot of the main buildings are already right here. So that shows you that this is going to be a small town. But I really want you to pay attention to the spacing, the layout, the distance between buildings, because it still feels that you got space, that you got separation, and every build has their own individual style. And I really love that. Okay, so now we're walking the pier. I love this. I just love long piers. The longer they are, the better they feel. It feels like you're really stepping out into the ocean. And then when you get out here, you can see the ocean view. You can take in these little small islands. You can look down. You can go fishing here. There's just so many beautiful things already done in this pier, as you can see, with the street lights, with the flower beds, with the fern. Look at all the benches looking really nice. Look at all the flower pots, the flower arrangement, everything looking so good, everything looking so on point. And I love the way after you're standing right back here in the pier and you look back into the town, everything's looking wonderful, fantastic, on point, and I really love it. And there's something about piers, I think every island should have one. You can have a small, you can make it big, you can make it long. There's so many ways that you can approach this type of build. But guys, this one is just beautiful. It's just excellent. It's on point with all the street lights, just bringing you that nice pier feeling. Okay, so now we're back on the town hall just as we're walking, and we decided to go on this direction. And I love it. I love having the view of the museum. We got the bank on the other side. We got the talker box right over here. But guys, we just gonna walk around first. We're gonna take in this view and we're gonna see what we have. So the first thing is the bank. And the bank is one of those builds, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know what to do, They try to make it very big or very this. They don't do anything around them. And I like this one because one of the things, a lot of banks are very simple. Some of them are elegant, right? And this one is right in between. I love the way this one feels. The bank is sitting on its own platform, then in another platform. I really love that. And then look at all the flowers, all the flower box arrangement, the brick matching the brick building. I think that's really good. All the dark tone. Really love the corporate lights. The corporate lights are really giving this nice touch against the brown that I really enjoy. And then as we step on the other side over here, we have this nice little park seating area. Love the design, love the style, love the way she's using all the planters, all the flower boxes. And these flower boxes, she used them high and it goes really well. Look at how well the bench are sitting in front of them. I really like that. I think that gives it a nice touch. It gives you that nice little elevation, something behind the bench that gives you a little bit of more depth. And I really like that. And that's one of those key things that as I walk in this island, you're going to start seeing different type of way of using items that you don't see a lot of times. Most of the time we're burying flower boxes, we're burying all of the items, but this one I really love. And then I like, again, this alternating with the hedges and the cement brick fence. You guys, I love my green and the cement all together. So here it gives you that nice little vibe. And look at this. just the fountain, the composition, everything is so great. Take a screenshot, put this fountain style in your island. This build is beautiful, it's perfect, and it's gonna suit you so well when you put it on your island. But guys, and we're gonna continue. This is just the beginning. We're just in the beginning of this little small, very cute town that we all love. And I'm just so excited to get to the builds that are just gonna truly blow your mind, and I know many of you are gonna want to do it. Okay, so the next build is the museum. And I love this. You guys know I love my museum. I love big and grand museum, but look at this one. I really like what she did here. I really like all the steps just leading all the way up. It just feels just right. I like the spacing. I like the columns and all of that. And the thing with the museums, we started talking, we just started talking about ideas, other stuff that she may want to do with the museum and all of that, the composition. And before something happens, I really like what she did here, right? Especially, I got really excited what she did in the back. And then as we started talking and what she did in the back of the museum, right? I was like, man, Susan, we can do this in the front. And then as we started talking, she really liked the idea. We did a little test. We ended up loving it. And then we left it. And guys, we did some little tweaks. And then it started to look even more amazing, because we brought the idea that Susan did back here, this water beds right here. This idea, I thought it would have been so perfect with the spacing she left in the front. We went ahead and did that. We went ahead and tweaked it. And I'm telling you guys, it was so good. And I'm so happy that Susan did it. She loved the idea. We went for it. We did it together. It's just a little tweak, but we brought the elegance and that idea that she used with the water beds in the back. We brought it on the front. We just added a couple little statues. The rest, as you can see, stay the same. We just added just a little bit, just a little bit of the side for the stairs. And look at this. Beautifully, it just looks so good. And we just brought what was on the back. We brought it to the front. And I think this museum is just amazing. And guys, if you love small museums, if you love small builds, truly love the inspiration of this one. I love the way you get out. I love the way you got the stairs coming down. I love this little seating area back here. We added just 2 more little planters right back here behind the museum, so it breaks up a little bit of that white, and that was it. And this, I'm telling you, this is such a nice build. This is something, if you have a small town, take inspiration, take that screenshot, add it into your island, add your own spin to it, because this is just perfect and I love it. I love tiny museums. It's like, they're so good. Okay, so next to the museum, we have a little work area right over here. I love how many of you are using these vine walls to create rooms, to create separation, to create another visual point, to hide the back, to hide the front. I love it. And instead of this being just a big open area, by using the vine wall, it just makes it feel like a whole different room. And then when you step between them, you get to another room. And I was like, this is brilliant. This is so good. So guys, if you are having areas like this and they feel like it needs a little separation, you want to feel like you're going between one room, the other, take this idea, go ahead, add these fake walls into your build, because it's gonna just elevate your build into a whole different level. And then I like this idea. I like how she has her home right here in the middle of the town, kind of like a little townhome feel, right in downtown. Your home is in downtown area, and I just liked it. We talk about different ideas, other stuff. I believe right now that she's actually got inspired and she's actually moving this house to another spot. So I'm excited to see how that looks and what she did. But for now, while I was here, that was the idea, and it looks good. It looks good. It just fits perfectly with the area. And then we're gonna start walking the talker box. I love this little outdoor, see, very small, very nice, but again, is the spacing between the builds that we have. It doesn't feel crowded. It gives you enough room for your character to walk around. And I think that's one of the things that really impressed me the most. It because, sometimes everything could be a little tight, could be a little comfortable. You gotta jump and jump over things. And I really love this island because of the reason that you can just walk. You can walk the areas. Even though it's a small, quaint island, you can still walk it. And I really enjoy that so much. And as you can see, the talk about, look at this. She did an extended deck. She didn't do anything big. She decorated around it very nicely with all the hardwood flower boxes, and it just looks so good. And then behind this, look at this. Behind the town hall and behind the talking box, we have this little sitting courtyard area with a big pond fountain style right here in the middle. And look at the original deck. She incorporated it, all of this, into right here. This is just amazing because now the original dock where your land is way inside the land, and it's just an amazing feeling. I really loved how she did this. I loved all the lights. Look at the mood that she created right here. It's on point. It's really good. Not over bright, and I really like that. It sets the mood, and this mood is just really nice. You're walking late at night. You need something peaceful to sit down. Maybe you're on a date. You're not a romantic date. You never know. But I really love what she did back there. And then we go again back over here. And then we're gonna walk down. And this we have like a little shopping, little strip, little plaza. We got different stores. And I really love this. I know I've seen this in other islands. I love the concept, especially if you're building a small town. Idea to having like a little road strip with the shops right over here. And look how she did the elevation where they're all sitting. We have a little steps before it and all of that. And then behind it, we do have a little sand patio area. And then look at all the brick outlining the area. I just think I love all these little gates right over here. And she created like little alleyways in between the buildings. I think that's such a nice touch. It just gives you something else to look at, something else to walk around in the island. And I really love that. And then look, it's just these little details, just a little towel right here, relaxing. Details like that can just help your island feel more full, more lively, and I really love that. So we take the other little alleyway right between these two buildings, and then look at this. This is one of the best reasons to have a small town, is that you can see all the NPCs together. And that's something that you really, really want and really love. I really recommend for you to build a small town, just like she's doing right here. And look at this, because you can see all the NPCs already together interacting. So you see a little more movement. You see a little more interaction. And they're just walking around, and that's something really nice to see, something that I really started appreciating as I was walking in this town, just taking it all in, seeing all the NPCs saying hi to each other, walking around, maybe sitting on a bench. It was just wonderful to see. And then we get to her farmland. So now her farm is a lot bigger. And I love that. The concept that the farm is almost as big as the town. I really love that. And she really loves the farming. As you can see, she dedicated a lot of space. We have different elevations. I really like that. She got a lot of the animals, and look how she decorated everything. Really good. I love the yellow grass in this area. I know all of you love the really nice green grass, but the yellow grass, in my opinion, in farm, I think it gives it that extra farm look. I truly believe that the yellow grass belongs in the farms, because it can kind of get confused with the hay and all of that stuff. And look at this. Look at all this production of the chicken. Look at all the eggs. And again, look at the yellow grass. I just think the yellow grass looks fantastic, and I'm so happy to see it here on this island. Yellow grass represented so well. But if you don't like it, use the grass that you really like, because that's, at the end of the day, the most important is that you like what you're building, right? Decorate the way you want. But I really like this. I love this little double gate over here. That's something that you see in real life. You go on through one gate, go to the other gate so the animals don't escape. I really love that. I think it's just the idea, the composition, instead of making it one, making it two, and it gives you, again, more depth. And then look at this little shed over here. looking great. Again, her farmland, her farm development, the way is so different because they look more industrial, and I really like that. We seen beautiful farm, well decorated with flowers everywhere, but this one feels more farm, more industrial, more like, hey, we're here to harvest eggs, we're here to work the animals, we are taking care of them, we love the animals, but this is a farm, this is not a petting zoo, this is a farm. And it gives me that vibe, that idea, and I really loved it. I really loved it. I love the view from over here, from all the way on the back. Everything she did inside this building is fantastic. The skill level to decorate inside the buildings, I really, really love that. And like, look at this. Again, it really feels, like one of those farms that you go and, they got all the animals, they're taking care of the animals, but at the same time they're harvesting like the wool right over here, so you can make clothing. And the whole concept of this farms right over here are so good. I really love it because instead of being super beautiful and gorgeous, you can feel that they're meant for business. And I really, really like that. Okay, so as we walk out of here, you see we see a little orchard, not too big, but it's not too small. And again, see, this is what I was saying. It's the sizing, the way she has done. I feel like she almost figure out the perfect size for every area, so you can still feel like you're walking a small town, but it doesn't feel tight, if I can explain that correctly. I really love that. And then we get back over here at the edge, we get the little doggo area where she keeps all her dogs, and it's so cool. They even can swim over here. They have plenty of to run and to play, and I really like that. I really how more and more people are doing this. I think it's fantastic use of space in your islands, and it's just really good. Okay, so now we get back all the way back in the front of the town hall when we walk out, and look at this little crab farm. This is what I'm saying. I love this. I love all these ideas, all these little tiny areas, tiny farm, tiny crab farm, and now we're gonna go to a cute, cozy little farming area. And I love it. I just love it. We walk it and it's so easy, and you see all the stuff, all the vegetable, all the crops, and it's just amazing. And then look at inside this little home, this little guest home right over here. Look at this. Look how cute, how nice. Everything's on point. Love the wallpaper with the carpet, all the furniture, all the tones are on point. She's just amazing in doing inside decorations in Dinkum, and I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so now we get to walk the farm, and then this is something that caught my eye. Look at this. Look how she used the vine wall right at the end, right over here. I really like this. I truly like this. I was like, as you can see, I stay here for a little bit because I really love this idea to put the vine wall all the way on the back to give you a backdrop. I think that's fantastic. You can also use the fairy lights as well to give you another type of feel depending on what you're building. But I really like the vines because that's something that you can see in an everyday life, in a city, in a place, vine crawling up the wall, and cars parking in front of it. And I thought that was brilliant. I really love it. And I can't wait to see that idea in more islands. And as you can see, she has a little garage over here for her tractor. And then look at this little cute farm. We got a little beef farm. You got your flowers. You got your crops. Everything is on point. Everything is neat and tidy. All the harvesting tools that she needs, all for the fertilizer or for growing grass. Look, she even has a little grass farm right here. This is what I mean. This is just amazing. It's easy to take care of. If you're trying to play the game and you don't want to go through all this big farm and all that, look how nice this is. This is again, Susan, this is just, I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys know I'm not big into doing the farm part of it. So a farm like this, it's like, I love this. This is just for me. I can do a little farm like this. Very cute, very cozy, and I really love it. And as you can see, look, everything is here. You even got your water for all your brewing, for your harvesting. Everything is just aligned so perfectly just to take care of everything. And she just did amazing. And this is what I mean, guys. tiny, tiny island tours. It's just the next best thing. The next best thing. It's just, I love it. I love it. Okay, so as I was walking over here, we get into the bandstand area, right? And I'm looking and I'm observing. And then Susan's like, hey, wait a minute. Come back over here. You missed something cool. I made this little area right here where you can climb up. I missed it. I didn't even notice that. So we're going to climb over here and then we get another incredible view. And I like when you guys do this, incorporate a bill that's also part to do something and at the same time, you can use it as a view point. And look at this. We get to see the town. And you can look. You see, the town's not that big. It's just amazing. But as we walk in it and we're exploring it, it feels like you're walking a town. It is incredible, truly incredible what she managed to do with the spacing, with the layout. It's just truly amazing. And I'm in awe. I'm truly in awe. Okay, so now we get to the little bandstand area. I like the way we walk into the bandstand. Love the elevation. Love the way she put in those two benches in the front. Really nice. The palm trees are really nice. Again, this is simple, guys. We're in a simple, cozy town. And look at this. Look at this. Take a screenshot. Look at the way she used the flower beds. Again, really nice. The combination using that hardwood that looks really good on her bills, on her islands. Is just fantastic. So as we leave the bandstand area, now we get to Rains. And Rain, guy, is masterfully done. It's just beautiful. Love the stuff. Love the sign. So much to talk about. Look at the hardwood lights. I love that. I would never would use those lights like this, but they look so good the way she did it. You know, look at the back behind the rain. I see we can see through it. We see a flower field and all that stuff. The rain's elevated with all the cement stuff lining all around it with the corner pieces, with the flower bricks. OMG, it's so good. It's so good. The cobblestone flooring on top of rain. I would never use that one. And I can see why, because then you have dirt, but she used the stairs to cover the dirt, and it's just amazing. It's just little details that if you don't look at it, you miss it. And look at this area. Talk about a beautiful garden center. This is one of my favorite things in this island. It just looks fantastic. Again, small, quaint, cozy, takes care of everything. And it's just on point. And again, another bee farm, beehive right over here. Look at this. It's just in a little higher elevator with a honey path. The detail, guys, the detail is so good. This is what I mean. If you are a big fan of building small towns, guys, this is your island. This is the island to take all the inspiration that you need. It's right here. It's right here, all for you. I hope that you're taking screenshots. Come back. Rewatch it as many times as you need to, because the inspiration for you, for all you small, tiny town lovers, is all right here for you. Okay, so look at Franklin again, nice and small and quaint, but then behind it, look at this amazing helipad right over here, very inspired. You can tell who she got inspiration from. And then she got this work area right over here. We see the older buildings. We see the older storage area. And it's just so good, you know. But look at this. Look at this helipad. We know the king of helipads will be so proud of this. So proud. Because it's, I mean, you can tell. You can tell. I mean, there's no denying. This is a Comet helipad. So good. So good. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and look at this nice working area over here. Looking really nice. And look at this. I like this little detail, how she raised this middle section on the top for all the furnaces. I really love that. I really like that extra height and elevation. It is just so good. We got a little storage, little working area. You got your repair station. And then you get all of this extra. We're getting into the mining section. You got your quarries, you got your deep mines. I love the cement with the mossy green path. It's just everything. I love the croc statues right over here as you go down. I like everything. Look at all the rubies, look at all the emeralds. It's just everything is just so good. And I love the idea of just walking down the ground, and with all the cement around it, it really feels like you're getting inside an elevator, and it's just good. Susan, again, amazing. It's just truly amazing. I know so many of you right now are getting that inspiration. You're getting that itch. You're like, ooh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to build this. Ooh, I can fix mine and redo this and take the inspiration that I'm seeing here and bringing it to your islands, because this is just on point. Again, like everything on this island, that's the amazing thing. This is why I was so excited about this island when I started to walk it, when I started to explore, because I know so many of you build like this small towns. This is your inspiration island right here. Okay, so this is one of my other favorite places. She did this amazing 2 storage kind of warehouse scenarios, and we are in the bug out, and look at the way she did this to put all her bugs away. When she needs bugs, she comes over here, she grabs it, but as a storage unit. I love the stacking of the double of the bugs, and then the going up and down, the way she did the walls, all the alleyway. I like that she left some in the floor to make it feel a little more tight. It's just amazing. We saw this in one of our member islands, tours that we did, and it was just amazing, and now you guys, the rest of the world can see this, and I love it. I love it so much, and it's just so good. Okay, so now that we've finished looking at this place and being so amazing and so great, we are gonna walk into the next little warehouse. And guys, I'm telling you, these ideas are just fantastic. They are on point. These are just like warehouses ideas right here. Storage areas, storage units. And I love it. I'm here for it. I think people that are doing like big shipping docks area, these are just the inspirations that you need right here. But look at this little fish tank area. This is just so cool. It's truly amazing. Having all these fish, the different elevation, it just makes it even more wonderful. I love it. Especially it's just because the way the design is, as you can walk in, you're walking just in one little lane, and then you're surrounded by all these tiers of fish. I mean, it could be just me. It could be just me, but I really loved it. I love these 2 little warehouses idea, storage areas, and love the lettering too. Using the lettering in these areas, it brings it even more to life, like more together. There's just something about it that I really enjoy. It's one of my favorite things to see, and I hope that you guys just got inspiration. And if you have areas to put this type of bills, go ahead, put it, because it's just truly fantastic. It's just amazing. Okay, all right. So the next thing is, look at this area. Look at this outdoor seating, restaurant, tiki bar, whichever way you want to call it, little area. I say, not the first time we've seen this, but I love these ideas, how we put the sleeping bags, they blend well with the water, and then looks like you're floating in the water. I really love that. It's just on point, like always. But look at everything, like truly, look at all the seating. Look at all the towels, the sofa right over here with the little tables with your drinks, your cheese on the side. I mean, come on. This is just too cute. It's just, like I said, it's a small, quaint, cute little town that somehow Susan has just captured all of our hearts in this build. And I love the seating. The ottoman, being able to see ottoman, James, thank you so much. It just brought all these designs, all this idea to the next level. Love the chairs being on the water as well, and then look at this little bar area. I mean, come on. This is just so good. I love this. The kegs, and the one thing I really want to focus. Okay, so here we are. We are behind the counter. Look how we walk this. Love the kegs that are a little higher than us. Like you're gonna go over there, reach on the top, and we're gonna pour the cup down. I really like this look so much. The stars, the kitchen cabinets, it's just everything works. Everything works. Such a great idea. I hope you guys are still taking screenshots, because guys, it just doesn't get any better. It just doesn't get any better. Okay, so the next thing is we get to this area over here, and we get to this. Look at this storage area as well. Okay, and this is not just a storage area. It's Look at this. It's like you got your kegs on the top. Love that. You know, look at all the way you make your cheese over here. Then you got all your food crates, your different display items, you know, like all the food display over here. Look at all the barbecues over there, or the grinding your seeds for your weeds on the top. The way she made this area, you know, and the feel that I get is really cool. It's very unique, one of a kind. Not seeing many areas like this, you know. It's truly wonderful because it's like you're showcasing something, but you also use it for real work. And I don't know, the whole combination is so good. And I love this corner. Look at the tier elevation here. This is something that you can use next to your buildings, next to a store, storage area, a composition next to a nice, beautiful hotel. I mean, that little corner layout is so good. Like I said, you just need some time to take that idea and bring it to other areas, because that's how it is, right? You love something, you see it in an island, you want to get inspired because of it, and then you add it to your own island. This outdoor kitchen area, again, I just, I don't know how she makes it work. She has all these little builds across the island, and it still feels perfectly, right? We're still walking, feeling all the space between everything, just feeling wonderful. Then I love this. It was a little hard to see, but look at that. Tree farm. Love how she's using all the letters to represent, to describe the areas that we are. Then we have the tree farm right behind it. I, Susan, again, you keep stealing my heart. You keep stealing my heart. You know, I love all this idea, and then just so good. Okay, so we're gonna walk back here, and then I love this back here. We have a little guest home right over here. Love the yard, love the elevation, love the way we come in with the archway, love the separation between the brick and the grass and the dirt, all that tone, the purple flowers, everything. And then once we get inside, just chef's kiss once again, because Susan know what she's doing when we go inside these buildings. I mean, look at this. Love this. Love the blue and the red. Look at all the furniture. Everything's on point. I mean, come on. I'm, it comes some time that sometimes you guys are so good. Are so good. It's just incredible. Now, these are definitely the two best builds that I love, the design, the concept in this island. And look at this, Gigi's closet. I feel like you want to adore warehouses, where they're doing everything on sale, and you have just like factory. I don't know, but it has that feel, and I love all the displays. But the best thing about all the displays that you're seeing, they're all in different tiers, elevated, right in front, right behind it, almost getting to the top of the wall, but it doesn't get there. All the stalls break the wall up, so it gives you all the extra color. Once again, using the Gigi's closet, all the letters looking fabulous. The copper lamps, again, she just used them to perfection. Everything just worked so good. And then just displaying. And this is a bill that I love the concept, because a lot of you love to display all the items, all the hats, all the clothing. Some of you like to display it because it's a lot easier for you to pick what you want to wear for the day. And I love the way she did this here. Love the cash register back there, and again, the spacing. The spacing is the key, and she still manages to do it in an island like this. Also, look at the front. Love the stalls right on the top. It really gives it that storefront. And then look at this one. Look at the composition. This is just gorgeous. So gorgeous, so good. She knows that I love the bridge, and then you see the furniture warehouse. It's just such design elements. Susan, I love this. I love this. And then look, the display of the furniture. And I've seen people recreating Kia's furniture store, and this is, like I said, this is one of the greats. This is one of the good ones. You know, I love this idea of the warehouses, and imagine you continue to do a franchise of this, more putting more of this, and it's just the ideas are endless. The way you can tweak it, the way you can add it, it will become your thing. But once again, just an amazing and outstanding job. But guys, we made it to the end of the tour, and get ready because we're gonna sit down with Susan one on one, and we're gonna to get to hear everything. All right, everyone, we just finished touring Gigi's Island. We're here sitting with Susan. And guys, I know this island has so many incredible ideas. One of my favorite places is the bug out, the fish tank area, and the warehouses. Like, it's so cool the way she designed those buildings, the way she designs the idea, and behind it, why she did them. And we'll find out that right here as we're sitting, we're going to be talking with Susan to know all about it. So, Susan, how are you?
I'm good, Jersey. Thank you for coming.
Oh, like always, thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you so much for also waiting. I know when we plan these island tours, they're so far out in advance, and but you guys are always so patient waiting until I can come and do the tours. But I love it. I love your island. I love how quaint it is, you know. And I think a lot of people are really gonna get so much inspiration to do layouts like what you've done because it's so beautiful. You don't have to create something big to make it really look nice. You can have everything in a smaller scale, and you accomplish that so well in this town.
Well, thank you, Jersey. I love my little quaint town.
Yeah, it's truly so cool. So Susan, we've been talking, we've been hanging out. We did a little tweak to the museum and stuff like that. But tell me about your island, like the name Gigi. How did you came up with the name and why you named this island Gigi's?
Well, Gigi is what my grandchildren call me, is Gigi. And so my grandson wanted me to call it Gigi's Island. So that's where it came from.
Oh, that's so cool. I like that backstory. It's always cool to hear those type of stories when how people come up with their names and stuff like that. So, and then how do you come up with your inspirations for your island, like your layouts, your ideas? How do what is your process?
Oh, well, it's just kind of hit or miss, really. I, I had an island that I originally started. I think I got the game back in January. And it was just all kind of haphazard. So as I've been watching videos from Jersey, and I do watch Riley, and Ellie and Commit, and several others that I get inspiration from. Sarah, I love Sarah's builds and stuff. So
Yes,
I just take my inspiration from all the streamers. I just love all the streamers. So um,
I love that.
it,
I love that. It's like when we were walking the island and talking, you were telling me I'm writing notes down, you know, like ideas as we were talking and different sections. You're like, yeah, I'm writing that down, and I love that. I can see how much you enjoy the game, how much you wanna keep improving your town and all that. And one of the areas that I really love, and it's the concept and the idea you created a fish tank warehouse and bug out section, also kind of like warehouses. So why you created that? And the design is really cool. I really like it. So what was your thinking behind that?
Well, when I played the game, I really play the game. I mean, I visit the NPCs each day and ask them what they want, and then I try to run, get it, or whatever. So I found that when I was out and just caught a bunch of bugs or caught a bunch of fish, I just started the warehouses so that when they ask for a certain item, I don't have to track it down all day long. I just run to my warehouse and get it and give it to them. So that's kind of where I came up with the warehouse idea.
And I like that. And the design is really great because it's functional, but it's also very nice to look at. And I really mean that, especially the bug out. I really like the little lanes as you going up and down, and I like that some of them they're stacked twice. The other ones is lower. There's a lot of elevation design. Then you got some of them in the floor. It really makes it feel like a warehouse, and I really like that. It's one of the nicest storage areas for bugs that I've seen, and you put a lot of work behind it, and I really, really like it.
Thank you. I have them kind of organized in the different bugs, but when you open the bug book, it's really cool. I didn't think to tell you that when you read there, but to see all the different names of the bugs, you
Oh,
know.
okay. That's awesome. Yeah, next time. Definitely we need to do that next time. Okay, so now my one of my other favorite buildings that you did. It's just I love the shape. I love the way everything came out with is your your furniture warehouse. You know, with the bridge, the composition, seeing the letters right underneath it. I know we came here one time during our member streams and we got to see it. Now seeing it a second time is still just as an impressive. And and if I remember right, you said that was you didn't plan for that, right? That was it just happened to happen that everything just fell properly.
Well, right. Well, I mean, I did count out my squares and try to get it even, and then I started my letters in the middle and went out, and but I didn't realize I was going to capture it as perfectly as I did between the bridge and the outside. I didn't realize that was going to work out like it did, but it does look really good.
It looks fantastic. It's just is I still when every time I stand there in front of it and you get that shot of the entrance to the store and then you see the sign at the back with the bridge just right at the right spot is composition perfect. It's just truly perfect. And I really love that. Okay, so
Okay.
so as we walk your island, you have so many other incredible layouts, builds. So what's next? Like, what's your the future of your island looking like? I know, and I know a lot of us are waiting for the summer sun update. So what's next for you as you continue to play this game?
Well, I wanted to make an area to get ready for the new airport, and then maybe do a little more city core over there with some paved roads and stuff, and maybe look at some apartments and things that I've seen recently. I think Angel Mom on her when we were doing the member tours or something, I saw them.
Yes.
But I just love those buildings, and I saw one of Ellie Jelly's yesterday, just in the distance from her pyramid, where she had um the little light things on the side of a building that made it look like a building lit up. So I want to do something like that, but I'm going to try to do a little more city core across the bridge. So,
That's cool. I like that. And I can't wait to see that. I know I have a feeling that your town is gonna expand. You're gonna get bigger. I think you're getting more ideas. It sounds like you're getting more confident on what you're doing. And now you wanna branch out. Because right now your town is super quaint. And I love that. It's that feel. But now it's sounding like you may want to try a little city core, and I'm excited for that. Adding roads, having more youths, it's gonna be great, and I want to see how that's gonna flow with, and how you're gonna go from this town to another area, and the flow. It's gonna be very exciting to see in the future how you manage to do all that.
okay, well, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, Susan, you know, I thank you so much for the invitation. I really enjoy coming to your island, exploring every detail, looking at how you're doing things, seeing your process. And I know for a fact there's so many people that want to do towns like this one. It's always fun to see the big builds and the big islands, but there are so many people out there that want to do exactly what you did here in this island. Something quaint, something close. They want to see the NPC interact with each other. And I really love the spacing, the layout, the way you have a distance between one building and another, what you done behind the buildings, you know, having docks or sitting areas, you know, having the pool, the warehouses, your little farm, your cozy farm, everything is just exactly as you describe it, a little quaint, small, cozy town. And I really love it.
Well, thank you, Jersey. I really enjoyed you coming and seeing the full island.
I enjoyed it too. And once again, thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you.